Whether you're a professional recruiter or a business owner wanting to learn more, today I am here to give you the top 10 mistakes that recruiters make. Even the pros don't always get it right. For those of you who don't know who we are, Mitsuoka Company is a recruiting company, but we're much more than just that. We also teach companies how to recruit, and we pride ourselves on our unique methods and techniques that are proven to deliver the best results. Also, we kind of know what we're talking about, and we strive to achieve and deliver. We simply achieve this by continuously training our team to be the best. So now let's get into it. Hiring new candidates is not an easy task. Recruiters have to have a very well thought out process. And of course, they have to have the right tools, the right training, and of course, resources. However, recruiters are imperfect people, and like anything else, they do make mistakes, such as missing the small details, which of course can have a big impact on the outcome. This is why having a rigid checklist of qualities, steps, and qualifications that are required for recruiters to follow is essential. In order to find candidates that best match the position, recruiters are also required to think outside the box and have new and creative strategies that, of course, beat the competition. However, lazy and clumsy mistakes can happen, and of course, they need to be avoided because you can lose a great hire. Here are 10 common mistakes that recruiters make. Number 1, miscommunication and lack of information. Understanding clearly the client's needs and gathering the right information in order for recruiters to hire the right candidates seems like an obvious statement. However, businesses get busy and recruiters may not pay enough attention, and somewhere along the way, miscommunication happens. This simply means that the business may not provide enough detailed information about the candidate's role, responsibilities, and personality traits. And therefore, the recruiters may not hire the right person, making it a waste of time and simply put, a lot of back and forth. Also, some recruiting companies can simply just get lazy. Number 2, poor job search strategy. A poor strategy not only harms a business's chance of hiring a great candidate, but also the business's reputation and, of course, the recruiter's reputation. Having a well thought out, tested, and studied process is essential for a recruiting company to succeed. There is so much more than just seeking specific qualifications or skills. A recruiting company has to look at personality, potential, and many other aspects to a candidate. Therefore, they are responsible to really dive deep and really understand a candidate. Not only that, but how the company searches for a candidate is also very important. And many use outdated methods, which of course limit their search potential. So, constantly learning and growing is important. Number 3, relying too much on the interview. So before the candidate gets to the in-person interview, there should be quite a few steps prior to narrow down the best. Some recruiters put too much value on the interview, and of course, a candidate may actually just say anything to really get the job. So it's really important that they go through tests to really find out if they even qualify for the interview. Number 4, hiring solely based on qualifications. Looking at someone's qualifications, of course, it's really important, but it's not everything. Sometimes candidates actually get overlooked because they may be over or underqualified for a job. For instance, hiring somebody who is overqualified can actually improve your business and help it move forward. Highly experienced and talented people may also have skills and abilities that help develop your team. On the downside, an overqualified candidate can get lazy, have a know-it-all attitude, and may not even have that much drive. Whereas a less qualified candidate obviously may have a lot to learn, but they may be really driven. They may be really determined to succeed, and therefore with the right personality, this candidate will work a lot harder. So, qualification can be a good thing or a downfall. Therefore, it needs to be more than just this. Number 5, waiting for the right candidate. A business may have a picture of an ideal employee in mind, but as you wait to find them, this can actually jeopardize your team's productivity by simply keeping it understaffed for too long. This could have a negative impact because the team has to pick up the extra workload. And of course, this will have a negative effect on your team's morale. This can also mean that your company standards may be too high or unrealistic, and there needs to be room for compromise. This is where the recruiters have to communicate clearly with the business and explain that sometimes it's best to hire someone who meets most of their key requirements and also who fits well with their company culture. Ultimately, you want someone with good learning skills because that means that they can grow into the ideal employee. Number 6, rushing to hire. There is also such a thing as not waiting for quality and rushing to hire just to fill in the gap. It's really important to have a realistic time frame when it comes to hiring in order to find the right candidate. This applies to recruiters who just want to get the job done without delivering quality. Number 7, relying too much on references. How much can you really trust information on a resume? While as applicants may have listed excellent qualifications and experience, it's really important to check some of these details and to really get to know the candidate's personality. References are important, but once again, they aren't everything. Number 8, expecting too much too soon. It takes a new employee at least 3 months to be fully integrated into a new business. So it's really important that the recruiting company informs the employee well of their responsibilities and what to expect. During the first few weeks, it's really important for the recruiters and for the business to help the employee familiarize themselves. Help them understand the company's values and goals, culture, and of course, supporting them through this learning process. So it's really important for them to feel welcomed, taken care of, that they can ask questions, and of course, advice. Number 9, equating education and experience with skills. Some can be the most qualified and experienced, but have no communication skills. So, depending on what the company needs, it's really important to understand what skills are required. There needs to be a well thought out process to ask the right questions to find out if the candidate has the right skills, personality, and potential. Number 10, not staying in touch with candidates. Because hiring somebody is a process and it actually takes time, recruiters can actually get lazy, forget, or get too busy to keep in touch with a new candidate. And what ends up happening is that the candidate feels lost or forgotten. This can easily lead to losing the candidate, or they lose interest in the job simply because they do not feel valued. Setting reminders to communicate with candidates who are on hold and of course check in with them should be a standard process. You want to make them excited about their possible employment and that they feel prioritized and of course that they prioritize you. If you want to know more about who we are, our services, and how we can help you and your business, you can simply click the description box below, or you can go to our website for more information. Mitsuoka Company, because that's who we are.